The New York Times just told you they were going to make out of nothing the story of racism in the United States. They're going to make that story. They're going to turn something that is sort of widely reported when there's incidents. They're going to turn it into a narrative, and that's going to be the story for the United States. Because once the New York Times makes that the frame, the other major media has to either match it or talk about it. So they've actually said now in a recorded thing that they built their model on a hoax. They complimented themselves at how well they covered the hoax. I'm not making that up. They actually complimented themselves for how well they covered a hoax. They fooled the country for 2 years on one of the most important things this country's ever talked about, got every part of it wrong, at least in the big picture. It was wrong, and then complimented themselves. I think they got 2 Pulitzers out of it. And now they're saying we're going to make up a new kind of fake news about racism in the United States. We're going to frame the president for it, and we're going to make that the news of the country. Now, you know this because you read right-leaning publications. Many of you saw it on social media, you saw it on Breitbart, you saw it in different places. The people who follow only the left-leaning media, just think about this. Do you think they're aware, even aware, that the New York Times just got caught admitting that they make up the news? Do you think they're aware of that? Nope. Nor will they be aware. And so I was wondering, how will the New York Times respond to being outed as a completely fake organization? Because that's what happened. The New York Times was revealed to not even be a news organization. I don't think that's too strong a statement. How are they going to respond? And I realized today that the best way for them to respond is to just not say anything. Just ignore it. Because you know what happens if the New York Times ignores a story? It doesn't become a story. They can ignore it forever. They just have to pretend it didn't happen. And it will never become part of the national consciousness.